appreciated and will be put to very good use. He turns to the dog. Isn't that right, Zoe? Zoe, for her part, has no comment to make on the matter. What he has said is a bit jarring and probably highlights another one of my character defects. I guess I expected him to grunt a quick thank you, but instead he spoke crisply and concisely with a tone that I would more expect to hear at the Harvard Club than on the cement in front of a pawn shop. Which is not to say that I would be allowed into the Harvard Club. I'm sure their sophisticated bouncer would keep me from getting in the door. So I just mutter a quick "you're welcome" and go on my way. I am Andy Carpenter, doer of good deeds. Our Thanksgiving dinner is our last meal before Christmas. That's because my wife, Lori, has a rather unconventional view of the Christmas holiday. She loves it so much that she has decreed that it will last from the end of the Thanksgiving meal until the end of January. Repeatedly showing her the calendar has no effect. She thinks there are 5 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall, and Christmas. I'm a fan of Christmas myself, but there is something a tad weird about waking up to a recording of Jingle Bells as we approach February. But the dinner is fantastic, so I'm not focusing on the length of the Christmas season right now. Laurie has made turkey, candied yams, mashed potatoes, and has introduced an absolute winner, a corn creme brulee. She's also made some healthy vegetable stuff, but since I wouldn't eat it if you strapped me down and tried to force-feed me, I don't ask what it is. Afterward, during dessert, our son Ricky mentions something about Facebook. He's not allowed on since he's under the 13-year age limit, but he set up accounts for Laurie and me a few weeks ago. He's the only one among us that has any tech ability, so we relied on his expertise. Unfortunately, in all that time, I've accumulated a total of 1 Facebook friend, Laurie. So I rarely log in since there's nothing for me to do there. It's like coming home after being away for a week and finding no messages on my answering machine, or like going to my high school prom with my sister, which I did not do simply because I'm an only child. It's social media, but it makes me feel antisocial. Ricky said that the problem is that no one realizes I signed up, so what I have to do is friend people, which means asking them if they would be my friend. I don't think so. Who begs for friends? What if they say no? Or what if they don't even answer, leaving me to wonder if they never saw the request or saw it and decided to ignore it? Maybe they would want to reject it, but thought I would feel bad, so they instead would leave me in Facebook purgatory. Laurie is an entirely different case. I secretly looked at her profile the other day, and she has 76 friends. 76! I don't think I know 76 people, even if you include those I nod to while I'm walking Tara and Sebastian. Laurie asks me, "You enjoying being on Facebook?" "Not really," I say. "My social calendar is pretty full. If I stayed on Facebook all day, I'd never get anything done." "Dad has only 1 friend," Ricky says. "You." "Thanks, Rick." Laurie shakes her head. "That's so sad. You want me to ask some people to be your friend?" The only bright side to all this is that I'm not on Twitter. "Must you humiliate me? Can we talk about something else?" I ask. Laurie nods. "Sure. When do you want to get the Christmas tree?" "Why do you want a Christmas tree?" I ask. Laurie knows that even though I'm fine with the idea of having a tree, the act of decorating it with the 10 million lights and ornaments she always wants is torture. "Tell him, Ricky," she says. He smiles. "Because it's Christmas." I could mention that it is actually Thanksgiving, but I'd get nowhere. And since this conversation is not going well, I stand up and say, "Let's watch television." I turn on the local news since we are having dinner in that window between football games. I turn it on even though I know Laurie does not like the idea of it being on during family meals. "Thanksgiving should be a time for human interaction," she says. "For talking." "They talk on television," I say.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.